dead people. Hey, Mustard on the beat,
Yo,
ho, Depot, any rap nigga, he a free throw, man down, call her Amber Lambs, tell her
we in
free
here.
bro, Nella nigga to the cross, he walk around like Tizo. What's up with these jabroni ass niggas trying to see Compton? The industry can hate me, fuck them all in.
We gonna get back to it. Don't freaky ass nigga. We gonna get back to it. Don't get it twisted tonight. What's up, man? Wednesday night, no strings. We in the building. What's up, y'all? Everything good? My volume
What
good? Was the
up?
spelling all right on everything? Shit. All right, gotta make sure. People been talking about my spelling. They say you spelled that wrong. All right, well, fuck y'all.
Yeah, you did.
Oh,
You spelled
whatever.
fake nigga wrong.
Whatever. We in here tonight though, man. We gonna recap. We gonna do a full recap of the Kendrick Lamar Drake beef. I had to stop saying Drake versus Kendrick because I feel like in boxing or in combat sports, the bigger of the star gets the the headline name. I know Drake is Drake, you know what I'm saying, but I got some feelings about this shit. So now I'm saying Kendrick Lamar versus Drake, goddammit. But before we get to that, we got the show in here. We got the beautiful people, man. Shout out to the homie Lionel. Lai, what's up, my guy?
What up, y'all? Happy Wednesday. Love to the family. Love to the cheers. Love to the crew. Love the world.
There we go. We in here. And of course, our sister here, Naomi, is up in here with us. What's up, Nay? We gotta make sure we talk about the jury before we get out of here tonight. Is the site back up? What we doing?
No, it's not.
Oh, all right.
That's crazy, but it's highly anticipated at this time. But I am when it do drop, it's gonna be nice for y'all. But hey, happy No Strings Day. I'm glad to be back on another Wednesday with some of my favorite people on this planet, ready to give it to y'all. And I don't know if y'all noticed, I ain't even been smoking. Nay's been done smoking, but I might roll up some tonight. Ooh. So if you smoke, you can still smoke one with the show.
Let's go. We smoking this Drake pack tonight. Let's go. And shout out to Torian in here playing Injured tonight, y'all. So shout out to him. He only here so he don't get fined. What's up, Torian?
Right. What's up, y'all? Happy Wednesday, as always. I'm grateful to be here. Made it here tonight. And I'm ready to talk about this.
There you go. He blessed and highly favored tonight, y'all. Yeah. Let's go, man. We're going to get into it tonight, though. Y'all jump in here. Let me know how y'all feel. Jump in the comment section. Who you think won? Do you think it's over? I think everybody feels like it's over in terms of nobody's going to make any more records. Although, I don't know how y'all feel. I think Kendrick might have a whole album that he might just be sitting on just in case. But I don't know if he got to go to that war chest at this time. Where were y'all though? Here's what I want to know. Where were y'all at Friday night? Because it seems like Friday night is when shit kind of hit the fan with all the music.
I'm glad I was like up and out. So I was out. I was actually having a good night. And so and then I had seen you hit the chat, and I think it was like Drake responded, and I was like, oh yeah. Wow. I was like, Drake responded. And then not too long after that, Kendrick came right back. So it was definitely a good night. But had I been alone, I probably wouldn't have listened to that shit, honestly.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, but I happen to be with a nigga who fuck with Kendrick. So I was able to hear it.
There you go. You had to sit through
it. No, facts. I guess I'll listen. No, because I didn't hear the next one until I was at Torian's, the last one that Kendrick dropped. I didn't hear with Torian's, and I still didn't hear Drake's last one that he dropped.
Don't bother.
You really didn't miss nothing with that Drake last one, if I had to say so. But I know some people liked it though. I didn't think it was terrible. Where was you at, Torian, when it was going down on Friday?
I was also out, living my best life, partying, drunk. So I didn't know about. Well, I did know about Kendrick responding. I had sent it to my friend, but I don't remember sending that message to her because I was out of there. So I don't know. But yeah, I listened to it once I woke up Saturday. That's when I was caught up to whoa, what's going on?
You woke up Saturday what the hell happened?
Right. What is going on?
Yeah. Now, Lionel, I know you got a house full of kids, but what was going on, man? Was you chilling with the fam? Where was you at on Friday when everything was going on, man? I think you're on mute, Lionel.
Yeah, and also
Crazy.
Lionel, like your beard is so long. What the heck? It's like
Oh
you're
yeah, my
turning into
beard
a
has
fully
gotten
grown man.
extremely long.
It's
Super
giving
long.
fully grown man. Hey, what up, Darius?
What's up, family? No, my beard has gotten so long. It's crazy that you know this. It's true. But yeah, I don't remember where I was on Friday. I don't remember.
Damn, he was out. You was living, Lionel. Shit. He like, I don't know
I
where the
really
fuck I
do
was at.
not remember. Like, yeah, then what's today? Wednesday. It's almost like a week. I just don't remember what Friday was like. I don't know if I was at the park, maybe. I don't know, but I
That nigga.
remember seeing like that I got that text from Tori, and I was like, oh shit, like the Euphoria drop, and I'm like, oh wow.
Yeah.
Once I listened to it, I remember just thinking, oh, this is crazy. So that was crazy, and then Drake's response, I feel like was good. Like I feel like it was a good response. I don't think it was great. It wasn't just like groundbreaking, but I feel like he got a couple licks in. Like I'll say that. Didn't need to be
Of course,
7 minutes. Definitely not.
I like that. He was like, let that
Okay,
girl
okay.
breathe. Hands on your knees. Like, damn, Kendrick, let that
Right.
girl breathe.
Yeah.
I just keeps good. I'm like, okay. But he just got Molly vibes. He really got Molly vibes. After that, like there was nothing else to be said.
Yeah,
Like,
just
it
to
was
remind
crazy.
folks of what that timeline was looking like. This is everything right here. This is the timeline up until the only thing that's not on here is the last one from Drake, which was what's the joint called? Something that's with the six heart.
Like the heart part
Oh.
6 or something.
Harder. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, the hard part.
And I
That's
didn't even know Kendrick had a song like the heart parts.
Yeah.
I didn't
Yeah,
even
so
see
this-
that. That happened to pop up on my YouTube today. I was like, oh wow. It's like the
for
heart part
everybody
1.
that's keeping score. The first shot that was fired, right, was way back in March, right?
That was on J. Cole.
yeah, we got the J. Cole shit in here too. J. Cole had a brief cameo. Like that, right? Back in March, Kendrick, that's when he dropped the first shots, right? And J. Cole was the first one to respond. J. Cole jumped out there early. I was out there, I was hyped. Because out of the three, I've always said I lean toward Cole. And I was like, let's go, Cole. We finna rap, God damn it. He responded on April the 5th. By the 7th, the nigga had apologized. By the 12th, he had taken his whole song down. God damn. So he had got out of the paint by the 12th. The 19th, Drake said, F it, I'm going in for light skin with push-ups. Push-ups was hard. I thought push-ups was good.
Yeah, I like push-ups.
We got that on the 19th. And then later that day, he just did a little trolling. That's when he hit him with the tailor-made freestyle. That's the AI joint, right? That's the with the AI Pac and the AI Snoop.
Yeah.
Right? So that was all the same day. He hit you with that. And then we kind of all sat back and waited because we like, okay, here we go, Kendrick, let's go. And it took Kendrick he dropped that on the 19th. Kendrick doesn't respond with Euphoria until the 30th of April, which y'all know we had a show in between then, and I was on here saying, as an old school hip hop head, I'm like, yeah, Kendrick, you lost by default because there are rules, like unwritten rules and shit that say like you got to respond, nigga. Little did I know this nigga was recording a double album. I didn't know. Right? So that happened. So 4:30, we get Euphoria. Then just to troll, he dropped a little 616 in LA freestyle, right? Which was all right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That was on Friday. That was the first thing we get on Friday is 616 freestyle. Later that day, that Friday, now we're in May 3rd. Later that May 3rd, Drake drops a whole video for Family Matters, which everybody is dissecting. I don't see y'all were out and about. I'm an old nigga at the house. So when the video dropped, we all are dissecting it because the video, he has what looks like the Mad Kid, Bad City minivan, right?
Mm-hmm.
That like he's buying and he's finna crush the car, you know what I'm saying? So we're like, oh shit, the visual, this shit is crazy. I swear if I'm lying, I'm flying, go ask DJ Academics. 15 minutes after that shit had dropped, while everybody's online trying to digest it and break down the bars, this nigga Kendrick drops. We get Meet the Grams. The same night within 15, maybe 20
it was
minutes.
like so near, like, cause yeah, we was riding in the car listening to it. But like as I was listening to both of them, Family Matters and Meet the Grams, I was like, this is getting too ugly for me. Like that's when I had to bow out. I'm like, wait, like this is just niggas started bringing out talking about kids and shit. I'm like, oh my God, this has gone too far.
Yeah.
No, like I was like, this is getting ugly. I don't know. I don't know if I can handle this.
I don't know if I can handle this. So that's what we got. So he dropped that Family Matters, and you know, people were still kind of divided. I ain't gonna lie. Up until that point, it was kind of a matter of you know, which bars you like. It was conversations to be had. But then
Family Matters.
I thought Family Matters was real good.
Yeah,
I thought Family Matters was real good. I thought Meet the Grams was good because Meet the Grams, when Kendrick dropped that, it was such a response and it caught everybody off guard. So it's like the timing, it took you away from listening to that what we was just listening to for 15 minutes.
It's like they've been working together this whole time.
Yeah, that's what they were saying, right? That's what Kendrick had been saying. But then on Saturday, we got what I felt was the death nail in this whole battle, and that was that goddamn Not Like Us. And it was the first time in the battle I thought that Kendrick got a real bouncing beat. He got something that the people could really like groove to, and he was kind of on some more like, hey, just fuck you, nigga type shit, right? Versus just the real technical. I mean, he still got technical. He did the shit about you ain't a colleague, you a fucking colonizer, right? That was a fucking break in that verse. But I thought that shit was a grand slam. I start immediately going to Twitter. I see niggas Crip walking to it all across the country. I'm like, oh yeah, it's going. Look, I got my West Coast shirt on tonight. God damn it. I'm a rep for the coast right now tonight. So I thought when that dropped, I was like, oh shit. And then Drake responded with that Heart of the Six, and it sounded, a lot of people said, like a concession speech. You know how these politicians do when the shit is over and they bring all their constituents in and they say, hey, we fought a good fight. You know, we did a lot of good stuff, and you know, and then he kind of just basically said, I'm not responding no more, and he probably shouldn't have. But that was the break. Let me get Mo in here real quick. That was kind of the timeline. What's up, Mo? That was that's the timeline that we had of events, right? What y'all think, man? Overall, did it get, to your point, Naomi, did it get too personal and too messy though?
It got so personal, and like it was just wow. I don't know.
This is the first rap battle where like niggas could have potentially went to jail based off the allegations, right? Niggas is talking about niggas is pedophiles and shit. Like, whoa.
No, and like everybody's been caught up on that, and I'm like, I feel like not enough people are talking about Drake saying he beat his wife.
Yeah,
I'm like,
is
he really out here beating his wife? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it was like some real, like niggas can really go like, this nigga got a domestic violence case on potentially. This other nigga got a pedophilia, sexual assault case. Shit is crazy, and these niggas said it multiple times throughout these songs. I was like,
no, and then then Kendrick was straight talking to Adonis like on a song, so it was just like, oh wow, this is not coming for the babies, not the babies, leave the babies alone.
Oh yeah, we going.
It's like, I'm sorry, this is your father.
We're going at everybody. Let me play a little bit more. Let me just play a little bit more just to get my pressure back up, my blood pressure going again.
See, I'm John Stockton. Beat your ass and hide the Bible if God watch you. Sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas. Certified boogeyman, I'm the one that up to go with him. Walk him down whole time. I know he got some hoe on him. Pull on him. Extort shit. Bully the floor on him. Say Drake, I hear you.
Yeah, sometimes you do gotta hop out and show niggas. I'm a big fan of that line. That's my new favorite line. Sometimes you just gotta hop out and show niggas, man. It bees like that. Well, what you think?
Well,
you gotta hop out and show a nigga. When is the, hold on. Let's make sure. Yeah, go ahead, Mo.
Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm like, my computer is glitching.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I think it's lagging a little bit though.
God damn.
You good? Go ahead, Mo.
Right, keep talking.
I'm like, Well, I'm just gonna start by saying I'm standing with my fellow Gemini because K Dot came through and said what the fuck he said. Period. Like that's really all it is. And like, yeah, people was like, "Damn, K Dot, damn, you just let up Drake get up." Like, I'm sorry, but what did y'all expect, especially from a June Gemini at that? Like, if you getting triggered, baby, we finna come with all of it. Like everything, I'm finna just lay it all out there for you. Because you know what? Now you done pissed me off. Now I'm mad. Now I got something to say, and I'm gonna direct it towards your feelings and come for your whole life. Like,
Damn.
so I did not really expect anything less. Kendrick definitely won on this, and I don't know what the hell that whole shooting thing was about. I'm like, was this a setup? You know what I'm saying, to distract from all the chaos and talk about everything? Did it get personal? Yeah, it got very personal. It got very real, for sure. But I mean, oh well. And I feel like this day of reckoning for Drake has been like coming. Like it's been on the verge for a little while recently because, like I said, even prior to this, like people were already doing their think pieces online about like how they feel about Drake and his lyrics and things like that. Of course, they came back about how he mentioned slaves in that one song on his album. They mentioned slaves again this time around, and it was just like it was a lot going on, but. Originally last week when we did talk about it, I was like, I really wasn't tuned in. And then I saw Kendrick keep dropping. And I was like, you know what? Let me see what's really going on. And I was going to say, look, K-Dot did what he needed to do. Like, Drake was obliterated in this one. So sorry. All the Drake fans are really trying. Like, they're really trying to justify and really come talk about, his shit was better because you could rock to it. Then he dropped Not Like Us. And it's like, now what?
Man,
Right.
They run out in the club, people doing dance challenges on TikTok. Like it's a lot going on. And then you got Metro dropping the BBL Drizzy, guy doing a BBL Drizzy challenge. Like people are hopping on that beat and going in on Drake too. Like it's over. And I thought it was very entertaining. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, we'll see what ends up coming out of this. Because like we've talked about already through this year, this is just the year of things being revealed. Like truth is coming to, and then I know whatever he was talking about in his song about K-Dot, like a lot of people were saying that he already addressed a lot of that stuff in his own music. So there wasn't really anything that Drake could
like really beating his wife. He talked about that in his music.
I don't know, but people said
no,
I don't think it was about that, but people were saying that the stuff that Drake prior to that was like coming at him about like Kendrick had already talked about shit in his music. Like now
I feel like that's what they were saying too about Kendrick addressing Drake on a lot of shit that Drake
is the
had
only
already
person
been
I've ever heard
about.
this from. We've never heard
that's what I'm saying. Like, are we really
allegations, no receipts? This is like alleged as fuck. It's like this is crazy. Not to say it can't be true, but it's like
I mean, it's very easy to hide that you're beating your woman.
I mean, it's not to say it's not easy, but nobody's ever heard this. We've never heard this. Is crazy. Like, how would Drake of all people just know this? And nobody has ever said anything. Wife ain't ever said nothing left.
I mean, that's normal for domestic abuse.
But on the contrary, when it comes to Drake and the stuff that's being said about him, there's been actual
he's a real
people talking about him, like girls that have come across him, young girls that have come across him, like people that talk about their encounters with Drake. A lot of that still matches up to the same narrative. So it's like, I'm sorry, there was a little more evidence at the end of the day behind the allegations against Drake. So it's like, damn, Drake, it's really not looking good for you. That's what I was like.
He already addressed this. He said, don't tell lies about me and I won't tell truths about you.
Yeah.
He's clearly proceeding with the lies. So then you just continue to get ate up. That's what I tried saying before all this started. I don't know why he would bark up this tree. It's like, don't even try that shit. That's crazy that you even try going against, like, rapping against Kendrick Lamar. Of all things. Like, if it was just hits, like, if somehow these beefs were just about, let's see who gets the highest on the charts. Like, yeah, take that fade. Catch that fade. I don't know about catching this fade. Like, this was crazy.
You should have said this one. Just like J. Cole did, you should have sat that one out, bro. That should have been your sign to just
relax. Said, you know what? He said, we should do a Big 3 tour. Like, like all three of us should link up.
That should have been your sign. And then, honestly,
I just saw on Twitter this nigga.
That was kind of whack.
Yeah, that shit was. I just saw this nigga J. Cole. They showed this nigga on Twitter. He at the beach, looked like he just reflecting on life and shit. This nigga's this nigga J. Cole. That nigga thinking, yeah, man. Somebody told him to sit this shit out. I don't know who came to him.
He listened to himself.
Somebody he got that feeling. He was like, you know what?
He said, I'm good on it. He was like, these niggas finna get messy as fuck. But I don't know. It's just, I mean, hey, I guess 2 niggas beefed up and rapping. Cool.
Now, I did hear a lot of people saying they didn't, because I kept, you know, I got to go here. This is where, you know, I'm probably finna, you know, this is where I become cancelable. Fuck it. I heard a lot of people saying, you know, this was kind of chatty patty. This is the first chatty patty rap beef that we had. Because it was like, oh, y'all niggas just dropping tea. It's just about tea, right?
No, it's kind of giving a little bitchy. Like, it's kind of giving gossipy women behavior, going back and forth. Like, but I mean, hey, this what you wanted. You said you wanted to rap beef or whatever.
Nah, I just wanted niggas to say I'm better than you, nigga. Like, I'm nicer than you. I didn't want a nigga to say, nigga, you a pedophile. Like, now we gotta really look into this now, nigga. Do we need to put you in jail? Like, the fuck? We can't just go back to
facts. And then also, I know like the kind of discussion that was going on. It's like, so both of them like knew shit like this fucked up shit they were doing, right? But didn't decide to even say anything until it suited them. So it's like, which one is better?
That's that shit I be talking about with folks where they look the other way on shit, where they know that somebody they cool with is doing some bullshit. When we look the other way, you know what I'm saying? Hey, man, that's just what James do. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. Then when you fall out with James, well, that's what that whole ass nigga James is that. Okay, well, you been knowing that. Y'all been cool for the last, you know what I'm saying? So it's like
you stood by for 10 years. Why
right.
you just saying this?
Now this nigga Kendrick Lamar talking about, I don't want you to say nigga no more. Well, hold on. Y'all did this nigga was nigging it up in the song y'all did. Nigga, and every guy did, you know, now look, just your shit was dope. We don't want to hear you say nigga no. I thought it was funny, but yeah, it did get very messy, man. I ain't gonna lie. It got, you know, I don't like that part of it because Kendrick tried to pull he got another child he's hiding, and it's like, god damn, this Maury nigga, the fuck is happening? It's another kid out here, you know what I'm saying? So,
who cares? Who cares? That nigga said what he said. He said what he said. Like,
Mo said, fuck it, we out here.
Yeah, we out here. Like, it's out there. It's in the world now. Like, I mean,
I will say this too, though.
I feel like at some point, too, I get where y'all are coming from as far as like, you know, now I don't know what happens behind closed doors with these celebrities and things that's going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a whole other world that they live in, so I can't really speak to that. You know, but at the end of the day, I feel like somebody kind of had to do something because, you know, Drake was kind of, he needed to be humbled. I'm sorry. Like, that's just not how I feel about it. He just needed to be humbled a little bit. And he came with it super heavy. So it was like, okay, you humbled him a lot of bit. And that's okay too, you know, because if anybody going to do it, it's going to be K-Dot. Like, you really can't come for him. You can't come for him lyrically. Like, let's be real.
But will this humble Drake? Like, do you think Drake has lost fans? Are y'all like gonna stop listening to Drake?
I really kind of haven't been listening to Drake for real for a few years now. So I mean, that's the different perspective for me. This is really a conversation to have. No, period. Thank you, Dream. Talking about don't trust the Canadian man. Shout out to me. I've said it and I say it all the time. I say it again. I do not trust Canadians. Okay, I'm sorry, but. I think that's a question for the real diehards when it comes to Drake because they are really still fighting. They're still fighting for him.
His diehards.
Torian's like fucking West Coast. He's on the side.
He said, "Oh, we ho." Period.
No, but what's crazy? So at the end of the day, you always say "fuck all Canadians." I'm like, but with this beef, I feel like The Weeknd won. That's who team I'm on. I'm like, fuck Kendrick, fuck Drake.
Well, obviously The Weeknd is excluded because
I'm
he's on
team
The
Weeknd.
He's not on the bullshit that these Canadians are on. So it's kind of like, yeah.
No, and that's also why I'm like, these niggas going back and forth. Like, y'all favorites are doing this. Like, my nigga The Weeknd, he's actually fucking donated money to this fucked up war. Like,
He's in this
no
beef
other
too now. I mean,
celebrity
he
has
already threw
even
his
like
shot.
stood on that shit.
And he
Yeah,
did
I
throw
mean,
his shot. Yeah,
he's already threw his shots.
No,
He's
and he
in
did.
this
He
beef.
threw the shot, and then he also made some moves. So it's just like, and the rest of the celebrities want to make it seem like it ain't like shit, real shit happening in the world. So it's like, whose side are they on? It's giving like they're on the sides of them people, the same side that Drake is on. The rest of these motherfuckers are on that same side because that's who signed their paychecks.
Didn't I read something though that maybe The Weeknd allegedly?
I'm like, and I don't like that. That's another thing I do not like. I'm like not trying to pin the shooting shit on my nigga.
That's what I've been reading is that
I don't
his
care.
camp might have had something to do with that shooting.
I don't care. I'm like, show me the receipts.
His manager just got shot.
Right. I don't care.
So Naomi like coincidence.
What y'all not finna do is pin some shit on my nigga. I'm like, it was Kendrick. Kendrick did that shit. Guilty as fuck.
It was a drive-by too. That's the West Coast nigga shit.
Nah, Kendrick did that shit. Guilty as fuck.
About not turning a blind eye when people doing some shit. So I'm like, we need to hold him accountable.
It was Kendrick.
We need to hold The Weeknd accountable if he in there.
There's no proof of that.
Like you want to hold Beyonce accountable.
No, I'm like, I can't wait for y'all to turn on B. Like, please turn on Beyonce next.
We hold on. Lover boy, certified pedophile. Wow. 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 That fuck 'em up. Wow. 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 I'ma do my stuff. Why you trolling like a bitch? Ain't you tired? Trying to strike a chord and it's probably A minor.
That's a hard ass bar. Let's go. I had to get that in before I forget. That nigga crazy. No, listen, it is a lot going on. It was a lot of weird shit. He had them little weird shootings. This nigga Rick Ross has been talking a bunch of shit, right, about Drake's plane that he kept saying like, nigga, you got that old plane, nigga, you ain't got no Wi-Fi, make sure it's good. And then Rick Ross's plane has like a crash landing. That shit seemed like, I'm saying like, you know, was that a coincidence? Was that, you know,
right?
How? You know what I'm saying? That seemed very weird to me. At least that just me.
Drake took down Ross's plane, and then either Kendrick or The Weeknd took down Drake's security guard.
Yeah, see, that's the part
don't be bringing Abel into this shit.
It's been beef. This beef is so old.
No, it has been beef, and that's why it's been like fuck Drake for me. It's always been me on the weekends. Back since y'all was fucking with Take Care. I'm like, y'all know I never fucked with that album.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, look, if the shit's over, let it be over. You know, I know we live in a time where fans are truly the definition of fans. They are truly fanatics. And so I don't want nobody to go out there and do nothing stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't do nothing stupid or dumb. It was just, you know, it's entertainment. It was what it was. Man, look, in 3 years, these niggas might get on a track together. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't go get locked up doing some dumb shit because you team Kendrick or team Drake. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it was what it was. It was a moment in time. You know what I'm saying? It was a quick beef. Once they finally got started, it took them a while to get it started. But, you know, it was what it was.
I feel like this shit went on for so long.
It drug out because it took so long for Kendrick initially to respond. That's what I'm saying. That's why I put up that timeline, because the timeline becomes important, because when you look at it, you're like, yeah, that did take a while. You know what I'm saying? And then like once it got popping, it got cracking. You know what I'm saying? But it just took a while.
I'm about to say, and when did it start? So like, look, and that was like right around Eclipse season 2. The Eclipse was on the 8th, April 8th. So yeah, that was the realization J. Cole had. The Eclipse hit, and he was like, you know what?
I see you. Okay.
I'm good on it.
Yeah. J. Cole got up out of there quick. J. Cole jumped out the window and then said, you know what? Let me tuck this shit back in.
Right.
And when it sat down somewhere.
And good for him. And been just living at peace. Like,
hopefully now Kendrick Lamar has the respect that I thought he already had, like, as a rapper. Like, I was surprised to see that people was even comparing him. I was just like, oh, really? Okay. So I guess this needed to happen. So hopefully just going forward, now it can, like, really be clear that he's
like I didn't learn because I still didn't listen to half the songs. I'm like, he still didn't draw me in.
Yeah, but it was just like a lot of like in terms of like hip hop journalism, right? There are a lot of people that like obviously supported Drake. Like
No,
through
and
and
I was
through
seeing a
until
lot
the
of that
end, like
too.
until the very end, like they were the ones saying like, okay, at this point, like so the fact that like at the end of the day, like they were like real like journalists like in hip hop and shit like that. That was thinking that like Drake was greater in hip hop than Kendrick Lamar, which is crazy. So I feel like you know, it's more understood now. Like clearly it needed to happen. People didn't know the fucking vibes.
Right.
Wop, 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 wop. Yeah, they ain't know what he was gonna do. That nigga a motherfucker, man. He leave that nigga alone, dude.
You know, he just be chilling, making art, giving us good projects ever so often.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, Drake, you know, Torian, jump in, Torian, because you're the resident Drake fan. You're the one that's, been, team pro Drake for a long time. At what point do you think the whole ordeal went bad for Drake? Because I thought up until Not Like Us, for me, I could see the fight. If we scored it like a fight, I could see it still being an even fight up until Not Like Us.
Oh, wow.
Some people thought Euphoria was enough.
Yeah, that was me. I was one of those people.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, stop it.
I'm hard enough.
All right, it's over.
It was really till Not Like Us, because like in Drake response, it was like it wasn't nothing to compete with. Not Like Us, it wasn't nothing to change
right
the people's vote. You know, like he tried to respond to it, but it's like that's not the time to do this type of shit. You know, like you're supposed to come out with a banger, like you always do. You know, like Push Up was like.
Yeah, Push Up hard.
Yeah, like I had re-listened to Push Up after he dropped Euphoria. And I'm like, wait, if you play both of these back to back, well, I played Push Ups first, then I went into Euphoria. I'm like, oh, this kind of sound good together. Like these niggas planning something, you know. But then they dropped the other shit, and then Kendrick went kind of dark when he just was like addressing the son, the mama, the daddy. I'm like, oh
yeah.
Like, okay, we're going here now, you know. And Kendrick came back with Not Like Us, and he just eating Drake up, like, cause Drake just keeps saying the same shit, and it's like Kendrick is like getting deeper and deeper into like, why are you a clown? Like, why are you know, these are your people, you know, like you really, without saying what Rick Ross be saying like white boy, but I mean, well, he did call him white boy. He called him Malibu's Most Wanted, so
which was hilarious.
Yeah, so yeah, you know, I was rooting for Drake, you know, but
we were all rooting for you,
right? No, right. Especially after Not Like Us, I'm like, oh, Drake finna come back with something to shake this ass to, and it was like, what? No. Like, what is this Drake?
Yeah. And people were saying it when he came back with that Heart of the Six, and like it was funny because after Not Like Us came out, people was like, what Drake cannot do is have a song where he's saying he's not a pedophile, because guess what? That makes him sound like a pedophile, nigga. You know
he said I would be in jail right now, wouldn't I?
Like you didn't know. Like it's just so he don't got no self-awareness, no like he not into the really reality of,
and that's how pedophiles be.
In. Like exactly how you're in, these niggas do not get caught. Like you just can't say like Harvey Weinstein. Look how long it took this nigga to get caught. You know, like so you just say I would be in jail if I got caught because I'm so popular and famous. Like no, you wouldn't. Like what?
That's precisely the reason you aren't.
And that's what like, Kendrick wins, because he like you think the people stupid, like they're onto you, Drake. And it's like, yes, like you can't just be saying this shit and we have our own minds and we're not yes men like your team.
Right. The internet said when he said that that was his I don't know how to hog tie moment.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I don't know how to hog tie.
What's that hog tie? He was so passionate with it too. Like, yeah,
he was
trying so hard to be convinced.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
I would have been in jail, really, nigga. Oh, cool. Yeah, I know, nigga. That sounds like a nigga that's doing something illegal.
You're Jewish.
That was kind of like that.
Yeah, it was. That Yeah, that last one wasn't it. Up until then, like you said, I thought push-ups was dope. Tailor Made, I thought it was divided just because I thought I gave it an A for effort just because we in 2024, AI is available and he used it, right? This is the first time anybody's ever used AI in a beef. You know what I'm saying? And so it was like, okay, that was interesting, you know what I'm saying, to do that.
No, I did like that. Like, Kendrick, we need you.
Yeah, that's Naomi shit.
The West Coast savior.
That's like, you know, like it was good. People was mad at that. I'm not mad at that. I love that.
I gave that an A for effort. I thought that was dope. I was like, okay, I see what you're doing.
Songs, but just after like Meet the Grams and what was Drake's Family Man, like that's when I just bowed out. I was already not really interested, but that shit just was like, okay, this is too much. And then, you know, at the end of the day, I think everybody in the industry is down with that pedophilia shit. So I'm like,
Jesus, allegedly.
Let he without sin cast the first stone.
Oh shit. They go Naomi dropping bombs out here. What my bomb sound effect? Naomi,
I mean, shit. Y'all didn't put allegedly after Kendrick saying that shit, but hey.
Kendrick said it.
And it's probably A minor. Yeah, look. Yeah, I mean this fuck them up, right? I mean, yeah, I repeat it. I've never seen a rap beef where people are saying like, yo shit is trash, or you know, like the basic shit, like when Pusha T went at Drake, he went at him on some. Now, the one he did say, nigga had a child that he was hiding, and that shit ended up being true, which was like, damn, nigga. But other than that, he was just like, nigga, you got ghostwriters, you not whack, you not tough, you know what I'm saying? You really don't write, you know what I mean? We all know about this shit where like people taking shit from him and like somebody allegedly pissing on his leg, like, you know, that's just real shit that like people know about, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
No, but I definitely like the like Mo said, like it's a time of disclosure, and it's a time to really like kind of separate from like putting these motherfuckers on a pedestal that you really don't know. Like most of them aren't really good people, because you can't be a good person and sign up to do the shit they want you to do in that type of industry. So it's just like, it's time to like take celebrities off a pedestal and recognize that, yeah, a lot of these motherfuckers is foul. Yeah. Like, yeah, they can make some good music. But like, at what cost? What are you buying into? What are you supporting? Like, what are you supporting?
Right. So you feel that same way about The Weeknd then?
You know, I barely support these niggas anyway. I'm like, I'm not the type. I'm like, I went to one Weeknd concert.
You just bought a whole Yeezy fit.
I got for $40. $40.
Hold on, speaking of that,
but I ain't gonna lie. Look, let me say, them Yeezy pods, those shoes, I fuck with them hoes so much. I really fuck with them bitches. Like, wow. I'm like, okay, Yeezy.
Speaking of the $40 though, do y'all feel the same way a lot of people on the internet felt about Meg Thee Stallion's $24 tickets? Why she getting clowned for having affordable tickets? She can have affordable tickets?
Yeah. I mean, that sounds about right. That she should have $24. Yeah, that sounds about right. How much it should be for like the lowest pricing for her. That sounds good.
Yeah.
I'm like, I still wouldn't pay to see her.
Naomi said, I ain't going.
I'm still not going. But I mean, it sounds good.
That's crazy. No, yeah, people be hating. Like, so what? Like, it just so people just got so materialistic with things. Like, you should be praising that it's $24. That you can find a $24 ticket versus like us being like, we gotta pay $2,000 to see Beyonce, or you know, all these.
That'd be the crazy shit. Like, that's the crazy part for me, because you know, niggas was fucking late on their rent trying to go see Beyonce. Like, bitch, you are poor. Like, please.
Look, once I started reaching real prices, I said, yeah, I ain't going.
Like, niggas was really not paying their electricity bill. They put in payment arrangements on their phone bill.
Oh shit!
Like, bitch, please, come on.
To keep Beyonce lights on.
No, facts. Because I remember, like, and especially like with the times that we are in 2024, like niggas was going broke buying them tickets. And I remember her and Jay-Z like literally bought a new mansion, like on the fucking West Coast. Like, look what they did. Like, bitch, you are living paycheck to paycheck. And they just went and bought a whole mansion with your money.
And I'm
not gonna lie, But shout out to y'all
in the
babies.
age of everybody recording everything. So I low key saw the concert anyway. Like in every city, every performance that she was giving anyway, I was seeing all the angles, all the views, all the variations of the song she was doing. Like it was still.
But you wasn't there for the mute challenge. You couldn't take part in the mute challenge. Everybody on mute.
She was quiet watching it.
Right, I was just like,
right. She was
the video. I'm like, who said it? Because I was like, honestly, that was a big part of the like. I genuinely love that song so much, as many do. But I'm just like, that was lit. I was like, damn, I was kind of sad I did miss that part. But look, once that shit started hitting them rental prices, I said, yeah, you know, I'm sorry, B, but girl, I gotta pay my damn bills. Like, what?
No, and I'll be like real, like, because I have bought some concert tickets recently, and I only like really be on like that cheap, cheap shit. I ain't spending no more than 100. I think I did go over 100. No, I think it was like 80 something for Bryson Tiller.
I do want to see Bryson because I really love Bryson and I love this new album. I really want to see him, but I'm like, we'll see if I end up getting a last minute ticket.
Yeah, and who else? I bought a ticket to see Maxwell, which that was over, but you got to pay that to see Maxwell, and it's the floor. I had to pay that to see Maxwell, and I'm seeing Party Next Door, which is crazy. I'm like, damn, should I resell my ticket now because it's over your hoe? Like, I don't know.
I saw
playing with his nose now. I don't know if I could be there.
No one was even talking about that line, but I guess because doing coke ain't really a big deal to people anymore. But he said party at the party doing coke. I said, oh, okay.
Yeah. So, and I did look at that ticket actually for Megan, but it was like it was like some of the city, but it was just because like it was like a low city, So of course they'll drop some prices, make it more reasonable, like they all should be.
Yeah. And they're just not reasonable, like at all. I really want to see Janae because she's coming. I think next month or July, one of them.
July to Houston.
I would like. There's so many shows I would like to attend, but honestly, like, it's just too much going on. Where I'd be like, do I really?
Make sure we give a shout out to young J. Cole at the beach. Got his headphones on. Yeah, that's J. Cole. He's at the beach with his headphones, got his little laptop in his bag, and he just apparently that young lady, she did a whole thing online where she was like, I was just walking on the beach and just saw J. Cole and took a picture with him. That nigga's out there just sitting on the hill by himself.
Okay, I was wondering who that was next to him.
I hate niggas just be on the beach with their shoes and socks on. Like, that's so irritating. Be grounded. Like, let your feet feel the same.
J. Cole said, man, I'm out here on the beach. Y'all leave me alone. I apologize. What up, Yasmin?
Hey,
where you been at?
Hi.
Hey, he said, okay, do you think Drake's career is affected? We were just asking Torrin about this. He's the resident Drake stan. Do you look at moving forward, how you feel about him now?
I feel like Drake could get back in the good graces of the people, especially me, if he drop a sex tape.
Oh, this is crazy. I think Drake can definitely recover because for one, like motherfuckers ain't got no real morals and shit. Like niggas don't actually care about shit. So Drake is gonna be fine.
No, I do think that. I think he'll be fine. I think he gonna take a little hit in the beginning. I feel like, but then like not really like he's not gonna last as long as on the number one, like if he dropped the album, yes, he'll go number one because people want to see what's he saying like after this whole beef.
Super pause. Yeah.
Oh dear. I just feel like these niggas been loving Drake for years. Like, okay. Like when a woman when a woman has been loving a nigga for years and he cheat, like they just forgive him and like, well, we've been locked in for a minute. It probably won't happen again. Like
I was going through the comments.
They're gonna stay.
I was going through the comments of just like the different posts that I was seeing and like whether it was on Drake's page or it was on TikTok or whatever, like, and the Drake fans, the true diehard Drake fans were really really trying to state their case. You know what I'm saying? Like they are still very much fighting for Drake. So I mean, I don't see that would change, especially in today's time where it's like something happens and then okay, like the next thing happens and people forget about things so quickly. Like I think this is definitely the age of getting called out on some shit like that, and you expect people to just get over it because like people have gotten over so many other things, you know. So or they still just have their supporters and things like that. But I don't think there'll ever be a point where, you know, stuff like this happens where they'll have truly no supporters at all to where everyone just turns their back on them, because you always got the ones that are like, well, no, like I still support them. They can never make me hate you. That's one of the favorite things to say. So I'm like, you know,
that's what I be saying. That definitely what I be saying about Kanye. I'm like, y'all can never make me hate him. I done said it before. Like he would definitely have to be beating bitches or like on some pedophilia shit, like the shit that they drop. Like that's the shit I would need to hear and see with some proof. Like that would make me like, okay, like y'all can just be like Kanye's crazy or Kanye's racist or like Kanye. I'm like, I do not care about no fucking Jewish people.
The main accusations, anyway. It's like, you know, y'all just might not understand Kanye. That's okay.
Yeah. And I mean, I've been talking my shit like I'm not a fan of Drake no more, which I am like. I'm hesitated, you know.
It's like, okay, Torian. We'll check in with you next week.
No, but right now it really is like fuck Drake, because like if he is like with all that like, you know, pervert predator shit, I really can't align myself with that just because I've been like a victim of that. So it would just be so hard on me just to be like, damn nigga, like you doing all. So I want the shit to be so false, but if it's like more shit like that video that came out at that concert, I was like, I cannot defend this. Like,
and how old was he when that happened? I'm like, and I don't think
he was 30.
I'm sorry, sue me. I don't think it was that bad.
He was 30. I mean, it wasn't that bad until he did. I think he actually did kiss her on the lips. That's when I was like, Drake, you already was talking about she was 17. Like, what are you doing? You know,
facts. It was different times, but I mean, she was 17. So, but I mean, hey,
different times.
And then also, the crazy part is, it's like she said, my dad took me to the concert. Her dad was right there too. So that's why I'm like, maybe I could let it go. You know, nigga daddy was there, like, he don't care. So why should I? You know, but
your dad might not be a good guy either. Shit.
That's why R. Kelly was
he was like, I kiss 17-year-olds all the time.
Hey, he's like, what's wrong with that?
Your mom was 17 when she had you. That was
hilarious.
But it also
and I think I would need something stronger than that. But I know like they were saying it was already like a sexual assault case that was about him, and I don't know any of the details like about that. But I would need even more stronger evidence than like her being 17 and like he kissed the girl, random girl at a concert.
I mean, that's pretty strong, Naomi.
No? I mean,
no.
I'm like, not to me.
Okay.
I'm like, if she was 15, 14, but 17, like you finna be 18. Like, and I understand, but I always kind of say this, like, and you know, it's probably problematic.
I think it's interesting.
Maybe I won't say it.
I think it's an interesting perspective, though. It's interesting perspective because think about it. You get judged by a jury of your peers. So technically, the four of us could be a jury of their peers. So like what the three of us may feel like, oh, man, that's enough for us. You may be like, I don't know. So, I respect the perspective because that's what this is about. Like, you got
that too, just because, like, I mean, I feel like when we at this point age, we really like the age next to us, like older, just because like we was in the womb, like, so my body, I've been here. So I'm already 18. That's what I was saying to motherfuckers when I was 17. I'm already 18, nigga. Like, I'm here. Look.
No facts. Like, what the fuck? I wanted to kiss him. Like, that's literally how it be like shit. That's what I wanted to do when I was 17. Like, sorry, I wanted to fuck with this older nigga. And maybe that's problematic and maybe that's wrong. You know, they always say like you can't give consent. But you know, depending on the state, 17 is of age.
Yeah. Tell that to the feds. The feds don't play that shit. The feds gonna play the 18 game.
Did.
Trust.
Ain't nothing happened. It was video proof out there.
Shit.
But Drake gonna come back. He gonna come back.
That's because you already said he tapped in.
Yeah, he got the right fan.
They gonna say, "Oh, he entertaining."
Like I feel like Drake, like black fans might drop down, but like he got a lot of white fans,
And
like,
I don't even think that, but maybe I would be very interested to see like niggas have some morals and like to actually stand on some boundaries and to hold niggas accountable. But it's just like niggas have a poor
Well, that's
track
never gonna.
record
That's
with
never.
that.
You know, that's never gonna happen.
well,
No,
it
facts. I'm like
happen.
niggas have
Yeah,
a very
of
poor
course.
track record with that, and so
Or
it's just
it might
giving.
happen.
Yeah, ain't nobody.
That's because like niggas like get so caught up in this rap game that they will just let this whole little thing, even though they might really like Drake, but they'll let just because the fact that like Kendrick just ate his ass up, like they like, damn, I can't sit with a nigga who got ate up like this. He supposed to be the GOAT, like this nigga the GOAT, you know.
Mayor 28 said, "Who's winning so far?" It ain't no so far. It's over.
I mean, yeah, we still waiting on Kendrick to respond, and they saying like
We don't
the
need no
label-
response.
I mean, we don't. We don't.
You
But
want
I
the
mean, I
response?
would love it.
Let's
I would
go.
love for Kendrick to say something else. I would love for Kendrick.
I
to say
would too. I'm not gonna lie.
Not like us.
Like, keep going. Do it again.
They not like
something.
us.
Do it again. That's what it really is. Like, give us 2 answers for the summer.
They not like us. You think the Bay gonna let you disrespect Pop, nigga? I think that Oakland show go be your last stop, nigga.
My bad.
Yeah, no, yeah. I mean, it's if we want to like score it, it would be like Kendrick. Cause they dropped what? How many songs? 5 songs, 6. So it would be like Kendrick 3, Drake 1 or 2, or Kendrick 4.
Hold on, Courtney Jackson got it. Courtney Jackson made it weird in here. All right, Courtney, because we got a teacher coming up a little later. We want to talk about in a second, Courtney. So stick around for that. But Courtney said, you don't think it's bad for a 24-year-old to tell a 17-year-old high school student that her breast felt good on his chest?
No, yeah, that was
yeah, especially if it's like a teacher, for sure. But there's a little more access there, right? Like when it is a teacher and you're seeing this person every day.
He said Drake made it weird, not me. Hilarious. Don't blame me, nigga. It was Drake. Okay, I got you. OV ho. Listen, that not like us has so much shit in it, right? You got the wop wop, you got that shit in there. You got the OV ho in there. You got the probably A minor. Like you got all the quotables are in that shit.
You got to step in the name of hate. Look, they said step in the name of hate. Yep, right. Yep. Like
right, like
I'm like, damn, I step in the love.
Yeah, it's and that's really what a rap battle is. Moments. It's like who gave you them? Like when Drake did the back-to-back shit, to me, that was where Meek couldn't respond because he had already hit Meek with some shit, and then he did the back. I'm going back to back, and it was bopping. It was like, okay, yeah, you're done, Meek.
Is that your world tour, or your girls tour?
Or your girls tour, nigga.
Damn. And that's what
knowing, like, yeah,
that
so
mindset.
That definitely hit different.
I know you a thug. Well, he said, I know you a thug, but that's not what she meant when she wanted you to open up to her or some shit. Like, God damn,
Yeah.
it was bad. Yeah, nigga, shit. Look, in that battle, again, moments and lines, nigga, Twitter fingers, right? The Twitter fingers line. You know what I'm saying? It was like the girl tour, your world tour. It was like certain lines that the quotables that you remember. I really, I'm trying to think. I remember a couple of quotables from Drake, a couple of songs, but
it's just push-ups for me, and like the Kendrick Lamar. But like for push-ups, I still be saying like all these fuck niggas teaming up, like that's what it was. He said all these fuck niggas teaming up.
You know what? There's another perspective though. Did Mustard win the fucking battle? Because a lot of people are saying, yo, the beat is fucking so crazy. Like, was it Mustard that won the fucking battle? He had to call in.
No, he definitely choosing that right beat.
Yeah.
Like, and probably letting somebody else choose that beat is like what really hit for him. Because I feel like that's definitely where Kendrick would lose me. I don't know.
You know what's funny? That's what they say about Nas back in the day. The knock on Nas is to be like, yo, what are these fucking beats? And we don't want to hear all this fucking deep ass shit you talking about, nigga. Just rap.
Like I swear my eyes will glaze over listening to Kendrick. Like you really gotta be listening. Like you gotta be listening to him to be like, okay, ooh, like this nigga saying some shit. Like, okay. Like yes.
Naomi
But
told
nah.
her.
I'm not listening, bro.
You can't smoke and listen to him. You going to sleep?
I've never even tried. I'm like, I don't know if I could. I'm like, maybe like 2012 Kendrick. It was good. And Damn, I like Damn. Some of the songs, I didn't listen to all of it.
Yeah, he threw the shots that Kendrick would even the Euphoria, I think, and let me say this, to Kendrick fans was super dope because that shit is still doing big numbers right now. I think Not Like Us is like trending 1. I think Euphoria is trending like 2.
Yeah.
No, and then also what did Drake say? Like, nigga, I really helped you out. Damn, I can't even think of what the fuck he said. So it's just like,
exactly.
Kendrick did no, because I remember the gist of what he says is that like Kendrick just ate off him. Like he literally got this big, like Kendrick is able to do all these numbers and reach all these people just because he's coming at Drake.
Well, you know what's funny? That's always the risk you take as if you're quote unquote the bigger artist responding to somebody else, right? That's why, like, did he really want to respond? Like, he never responded to Pusha T, right? Because if you do now, like, you lend your audience to him. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like that's the risk you run. Like I always tell everybody, Jay-Z made Nas relevant again when he engaged in that battle with him. Because up until then, Nas had just dropped that Uchi Wally Wally bullshit, and everybody was like, "Nigga, if you don't get the fuck out of here with that,
what? Niggas didn't like that back then."
Hell no.
I guess only the kids liked it. Look,
right.
The kids was listening to it.
I wanted to hear that bullshit, nigga. You were supposed to be the deep nigga. And you talking like you Uchi Wally.
That shit went platinum in elementary school.
Do it diamond on that playground.
Bullshit. Fuck out of here. I want to hear that shit, nigga.
Yeah, so I feel like Drake could have did those numbers without Kendrick, but Kendrick couldn't have done these numbers without Drake.
I would agree with that, Naomi. Although I say that, but Kendrick got a rabid ass fan base. I don't know if
and maybe because he tailor made. That's also what Drake alleged. It was like he got a lot of that fan base because Taylor put him on. So look, Taylor put him on first, and you know Drake already said like he said she the biggest gangster in the fucking music business. So
no, I'm with you, Jessica. Listen, that's the thing, right? Like this should just be lyrical. If it's over, it's over. I don't think it's gonna be the camps that do anything. I think in 2024, this is something that we've never had before, right? Like, I think in prior hip hop beefs, there were always people that liked the artists, but I don't know if we had this level of like quote unquote cult followings for artists like we do now. Like to where somebody might actually go in. Cause like think about it, like with the Pac and Biggie shit, like the stuff that happened was real street shit. It wasn't like fans running around like smacking niggas up. You know what I'm saying? It was like actual, you know, like niggas that was in the streets because, you know, somebody did something to him, now we gonna retaliate. But yeah, now I think we in a dangerous space, man, to where you got girls going and getting Drake tattooed on their forehead. I don't know what they gonna do. If you go get a nigga's name tattooed on your forehead, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, you might be capable of some wild shit. So yeah, everybody stand down. Everybody relax. And let's just party and have a nice time. You dig? Let me do this because we already almost an hour in, and I want to wrap up in about 30 minutes tonight because shit, we went long last week, pause, and you know, shit, I don't know. But I got a couple stories I want to get to. I want to get because I usually start off the show with the bird of the week, but I wanted to make sure we started off hot this week, goddamn it, with this shit. But let me get to this bird of the week. This is an interesting bird of the week. I had a couple of choices. Technically, I got Drake as the bird of the week, just for, you know, to put that out there. Lionel, if you're trying to get back in, Lionel, I don't know what's going on with your camera. I think I don't know if it was your connection, Lionel, or the camera, but you might want to log off and then log back in, Lionel.
Where Lionel at?
Yeah, because his camera was messing up. So you might want to log off and then log back in. Somebody hit him in the chat as well. I'm sorry. But getting back to the bird of the week, Drake is technically the bird of the week. I had to change the background back there for the show today. But let me go to this right here.
Oh wow, I didn't notice that, but I didn't notice it. Wow.
Let me go to this right here for the bird of the week. We got this. Memphis is quickly becoming the new Florida. Every time I hear a story is out of Memphis, I'm like, here we go with these Memphis niggas. This is a young lady out of Memphis, however. We'll get back to the Drake and Kendrick talk in a second, but let's get to our bird of the week real quick. Here we go. Hold on.
But what's even more shocking is who turned her into police. Kenyatta Hayes is accused of killing a man on Fillmore Avenue near Cherokee Park Monday. Memphis police released this surveillance video, asking for the public to help find the woman in the video. Well, investigators say Hayes' mother saw her daughter in this story on TV, recognized her, and she's the one who called police. Hayes is now expected to be in court tomorrow.
Yeah, your mama got you out of here. Now, the background on this story, because they don't get into it in that specific clip, but apparently this gentleman that she ended up unaliving came up to her somewhere they were at, I think at a gas station or a store, and propositioned her for some oral favors and offered $60 for said favors. She said okay, but apparently she had no intentions on doing so. When they got to the around the corner, wherever the fuck they were gonna do the deed at, she pulled out the blicky, popped him, right, robbed him for the $60. And the funny part is that apparently she took that 60 and went to Wingstop and got her and her boyfriend. That's what it says here. They say she took $47 of the money and went and bought some wing combos. She was hungry after she shot that nigga and went and got some wings. So there you go, Kenyatta. Like just say no.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Why, but that's why you can't just be fucking with anybody out in 2024. I'm trying to tell these niggas, like, I think I was just saying, like, last week, that's why you don't know who the fuck. You don't know.
No, I'm gonna tell you exactly what you said.
And what they on.
I'm gonna tell you exactly what you said last week, Naomi, because I wrote it down. I said, yo, this is Naomi don't even know, but this is a gym. You said you said in 2024, you never know who's on the verge of a psychotic break.
Facts.
And I said, you know what? That's words to live by.
Facts. Don't play with these people out here, because they gonna shoot you quick. Look, like this bitch literally killed a man, and like no remorse, obviously.
And went to go eat.
No, like out in public. Didn't even think about and that shit probably floored her mama. But they probably just released a video and didn't even say like what it was. Like, oh, we looking for this woman. Like, yeah, that's my daughter.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh my God.
Over $60. No one he clearly ain't got no money. He offered you $60 for some top. The nigga clearly ain't got no money.
No, I'm like, so men, don't just be out here like it's time to be done with the prostitutes. Okay? Because they the ones that could definitely be going for a fucking mental break. Okay? Nigga. All the sex demons up in them.
Nigga, $60 top. Nigga, that's a bad look anyway. Jesus. That's no bueno. Okay, let me get to this one real quick. On my old school nigga shit, I just gotta play this for the old heads out there. I can't play the audio, but for the old heads, hold on. Let me share that. There we go. Can y'all see that one?
No.
No? Okay, hold on.
I'm like, we don't see anything.
Okay, my bad. Shit. Let me go. Let me flip it. Coming back. There we go. I got it now.
Let me turn around, flip it, and reverse it.
You did? I'm finna go to that concert too. She in concert. I'm gonna go see her. Here we go. Old school shit. Shout out to my nigga Keith Sweat out here. Goddamn. He said shit. He got drunk full of that shit. And he said, shit, I'm down here with you too, baby girl. Let's get it, Keith. Go, Keith. Come on, baby. Get it, Keith. Yeah, that nigga needs hurt. That nigga drunk in the skunk too.
Real.
Yeah, Keith. You don't want no parts of that body. Yeah, Keith. You don't want no parts of that body too. That girl will give you a heart attack, boy. Keith drunk as hell. Keith Sweat. Yeah, get him, Keith.
He was down there. He got them knees. He was down there for a little bit. How many seconds is that? He got 6 seconds down there.
Right. He gonna feel that in the morning.
Get him, Keith. My nigga Keith Sweat, god damn it. Said shit, I'm in here, god damn it. Yeah, you don't want to leave that young girl alone, Keith. Trust me. When I say young, Keith is gotta be in his late 50s, early 60s. She looks like she's in her 20s. Leave her alone, Keith. You don't want none of that smoke at this age, nigga. Everything will lock up on you. Your back, everything. So, but shout out to Keith Sweat. Okay, I want to get to this one real quick because me and Torian are finna have a full disagreement right now, ladies and gentlemen. You know, I saw this because he was a contender for Bird of the Week, and I didn't make him Bird of the Week because you know when you on IG, I'm on the show's IG, and you know when you're on IG or these different platforms and you can see which one of your followers either has liked or maybe followed this person, right? And so I'm looking at this shit and I'm watching. I'm like, oh man, this is fucked up. This is crazy. And then all of a sudden, as I'm getting ready to like scroll, I see I Runs Wild, and I said, what the fuck? Now sometimes I'll run across some shit and like Torian has commented on it. I'm thinking, okay, did Torian comment? It was said no. Torian is following this nigga. Listen, in my opinion, this dude is. I'm not gonna say that he got bad intentions. Maybe he had a lapse. What I'm gonna call a lapse in judgment. All of y'all may totally disagree with me, but I got a daughter that's in high school that's 15. I got a daughter that's in elementary that's 6. And if either one of them came to the crib and said, "Yeah," when I said what y'all did at school today, if it included this part, I'd be like, "Let me get a conference with everybody at the goddamn school because I don't want this to be a thing, right? Not because you know I just don't want nothing to get confused or out of order." But let me show y'all.
No, I'm like, what?
I don't want nothing to get confused out of order. So here we go. This young man, and I think he is a young man. Was he in his 20s, Lionel? Torian. You follow him here. Let me get Lionel back in here as well. I saw Lionel. That's why I said.
Yeah, he like late 20s, maybe.
There you go. Torian like them young boys. Okay. Torian like them young boys. Okay.
I'll unalive you right now.
But no, hold on. Okay, let me play this real quick. I thought this was out of pocket. Now he's commenting on his live that he did the other day, and people had some questions about. Let's watch this, y'all. And y'all tell me if I'm tripping, because I'm cool if I'm tripping.
Stir the pot a little, shall we? Last Friday, 10 minutes before dismissal time, I decided to live stream my students helping me take my hair out. There was quite the discourse in the chat, which had people saying this was inappropriate and other people saying this was completely fine. There was nothing wrong with what I was doing, and people were just making it weird. This week we were doing STEM fair presentations. Since it was Friday and all of my students did an excellent job on their STEM fair projects and presentations, I told them if we get one solid presentation in this class, I'll end class a little early and they can have fun and play basketball, darts, or be on their phones or whatever. I personally believe that building authentic relationships with students is paramount in being an effective teacher. I make sure my students know and can feel that I care about them beyond the schoolwork and all the stuff that I have to make them do. I tell a science teacher, one thing that I teach my students about is symbiosis. Symbiosis deals with the relationships between organisms. The type of relationship that I like to...
Okay, let's just stop it there. Let me know. Am I tripping?
It was almost over. Yeah, you are to me.
Well, okay, of course, Roy Ballhead ass got a problem with this.
Thank you, Mo, because I couldn't say it. Look at that.
You, Roy, because you don't know what the hell going on.
Man, he can't go good. It's taking down the hair. It's not like they was massaging his scalp with some ball gel like you be getting done.
Hilarious. Okay, so you don't.
So I will say.
Let's go, Nate.
Say
she got a problem.
That there is. She got a problem, nigga.
Of course.
I will say because there's a few things I would say about this, but there is a dimension of like taking a man's hair down that is very intimate. And so like this is just kind of like very intimate to be with your teacher, especially when you look like an attractive kind of way. Cause like I'm gonna tell you, I had a crush on like one of my teachers. Okay, so it's like if like to be up in like a man head like that it could just be like, I don't know, it's too close, it's too intimate for me. But also I would say it's like, what do you think kids are doing at school? Like, cause it do be some bullshit like this going on. It might not be the teacher, she's taking down somebody else here or doing some other bullshit, whatever. Torian seen a girl snorting coke in her classroom.
And they was drinking Douce at 7 in the morning.
In the bathroom. No, but I could literally think of one of my ex middle school boyfriends like being up at our high school, and he had like they was drinking lean, like they had put that hoe in a big ass fucking like 2-liter bottle, and like they was drinking that bitch all through the day. Them niggas was all fucked up.
I'm just saying
when I saw
this, I just thought to myself, okay, yeah, this. I just looked at it as a parent initially. I wouldn't be comfortable with my daughter doing that at her school because these young girls look to be junior high age to me.
I think they're like 9th grade.
You think 9th grade maybe? Okay, I was thinking 7th, 8th grade.
I think it is middle school.
Is he a middle school teacher? You follow him, Tori. Don't act like you don't know.
I can't remember. I really can't remember because I follow a lot of male teachers, and I get them confused sometimes. So he might be like high school. It's 8th or 9th. It's one of those. It's older kids.
8th and 9th.
Okay.
And just think like the hormones that are flowing at that time.
I mean, I see what y'all saying. I can see how, but also it's just
you have to maintain boundaries, and I understand
that's where I was going. Yes,
he wants to have a good relationship with them, but it's just like, no, that's way too intimate to be getting with a teacher. But sometimes, that be happening
that way. Like
I don't think because Torian, to your point,
okay, how many of them black girls do you think have a crush on their teacher? Like, let's say it's fucking 12 black girls in the classroom. Like he has various students, right? This middle school, it's like periods. So out of 50 students a day, like how many do you think got like a crush on this nigga and just be like, oh, like, cause it's not an easy thing to have a fine teacher. It's not an easy thing to have a fine teacher. Like, it's crazy. My son was watching Kenan and Kel, and there's like this episode of Kenan and Kel where like the attractive teacher is being like kind of nice to Kenan.
The shit in his hair. Like, come on, man, go ahead.
Like teachers being nice to Kenan, and Kel like swears that the teacher has like a crush on Kenan, and so like Kenan starts like thinking like, oh, okay, like, the teacher. So it's just, I don't know, but it's better safe than sorry.
Yeah, I feel
that was my point.
It's just with them, like. Because some people, I hate that, like, it's hard to be, like, a male, like, working with kids a lot of times. Because it's, like, you always got this, like, oh, you could be inappropriate with them. But, like, I would never be inappropriate with a child. Like, so this is, like, really, I mean, I see, like, also, like, the kids play with, and I work with, like, 2nd graders. And I see the kids playing with the teacher hair. So this is nothing, like, this is basically the same thing. Like, they be taking out her little braids, and then she be doing their hair.
No, so and you're right. And I guess I have seen that, like,
But I think it's different though with 2nd graders versus 8th and 9th graders, though. I think it's totally different at that point.
Like he said in the video, he don't want kids at all, and this is kind of like his kids. And that's how I end up feeling like, because I feel like maybe shit. I don't think I'm gonna have kids, but like these are who my children are, because I'm basically with them.
But those are not his kids though, Torian. Those are my kids, and I don't want my kids.
I don't know if you played it when he said like the parents all follow him, they all love him, his content. They know it's not coming from any place of.
Okay, here's the thing. I wonder. Now this is gonna sound fucked up. I wonder how many single moms those are. That's really just trying to they not tripping because they really trying to shoot their shot.
And that might
how many of these kids?
He ain't trying to fuck the kids.
Oh, maybe I'm tripping. Let me get Lionel in here because he's a man who has kids as well. I know you got two. You got a girl. I forgot. You got a girl now. And hair. Yeah, you got a little boy and a little girl, and you got hair, nigga. Because they was clowning my shit. But go ahead. What say you, Lionel?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's progressive in terms of the way that, or the way from the perspective that Torian like sees it. I think that's like progressive, but I also feel like it's like inappropriate. Like, I don't know. I just wouldn't. It's my own prerogative to just not want my daughter to be that close to a teacher. If that makes sense, I just wouldn't feel comfortable with her being this close with like a teacher.
That's why I said it's like this is very intimate, even though it could just look like doing hair. And so it was crazy. It would even be hard on me to even imagine like this many people in my hair. Like, cause I could just think of being like little and already having that, like, you're not supposed to be letting everybody play in your head. Mm-hmm. Like that's some shit you get told to as a Black girl, especially a Black girl with hair. Cause I could just think of like being on the East Side. Like, so I've seen, like, I definitely know like Black hair and like what it is. So I feel like, there can be like a part of this of where like it is innocent and they're just like, oh, let us take down your hair. Like maybe he was just like, damn, I need to take down my hair because I gotta get it washed and braid it. And it's just like, oh, well, let us have, we could do your hair. Like, mister, we could do your hair. Let's try to do your hair. So that's why I said I could look at it various ways. But I also just know that like there were teachers I was looking at that was like fine. And like, I wish I could get this close. Like, let me like I wish I could be in his hair. And even just like, cause I also talk to niggas with hair. So I also even know what it's like to like do a man's hair and like, have that type of
Naomi said, I'm there for study hall. I'm there for every class. I'm there.
No, like I literally had a crush on one of the teachers. I didn't even have him as a teacher and I would be in his classroom. I didn't even have him as a fucking teacher and I would be in his classroom. I had a whole other like teacher for that subject. And I would literally just be kicking it with him because I thought he was just so fine. Like I remember he listened to The Weeknd, like, and this is like 2013, 2012 or 2012. And he
so what grade were you in? What grade were you in at the time?
I was in 11th grade because he was a physics teacher. So like 11th grade was physics. And so my friends had him as a physics teacher. So I would be going in there with my friends. And I literally ended up being his aide my senior year. Like, because we developed such a cool relationship. Like, let me be your aide.
How old would you say he was?
He was probably like 30 or something. I don't know. I don't even know how old he was.
late 20s,
how old she was. You want to know how old he was?
He said him because I was 17 junior year and I was
so
18.
You said so late 20s, early 30s, somewhere around there.
Like he was.
She said 30. You trying to push 30. It down to 20s, nigga? You ain't.
No, I'm just saying, like give a range. 28 to 30.
Could have been that.
28 to 32.
Yeah, for sure, something like that.
Yeah, 28 to 32. Stop! Look! Torian trying to be problematic. We trying to get some information here.
No,
Torian.
I'm
20
like,
to 32.
I wouldn't even recall. But look, my little fast ass, I didn't care. So that's why I could always see from like the 17-year-old, 18-year-old perspective. Like, what the fuck? This is so unfair. Like, what the fuck you mean I care? Like, just because I gotta wait 3 months so I'm 18, I'm the same motherfucker right now.
And I'm saying that because I went to this young man's IG and apparently it seems like he wants to be an influencer, which is why Torian probably follows him. Shit. Mm-hmm. This nigga's constantly goddamn posting shit from the goddamn school, from everywhere else. So, he got a lot of content up, and I'm just saying, I'm not even saying that he has inappropriate intentions. But man, I would be very cognizant of just like putting out any wrong or mixed signals or doing any. I mean, yeah. And look, I will say this for full disclosure. I talked to. Hold on, though. I talked to one of my best friends in life. Not only is he a teacher, but he's also he coaches girls' high school varsity basketball. So all he deals with is girls on the high school level, right?
Is he fine?
So I talked to him.
Now, is he fine though?
Right, no, because that might be his experience. Look, you got
hilarious. First of all, hilarious. So
do he get
talked to him.
Right? Let's put it like that.
I talked to him about this.
Do he get hoes?
Hold on.
Wait, bad hoes, cute hoes, not ugly hoes.
Like the hoes.
So if I'm gonna answer that question, my answer would be yes. From the time me and him got cool in college. When I first got to college, the first thing I talked to, like, hey man, Hilarious, by the way.
No,
Fuck
I'm
people.
like,
Anyway,
can
I get to the goddamn point of the story? Shit, I talked to him about this because
No,
I wanted to get
want to be right.
No, is he married or not, Roy?
hilarious. I wanted to get his perspective on this, so I said, "Yo, bro," and you know what? He actually disagreed with me a bit. He said he disagreed because now this is his first time teaching at. He teaches at a predominantly black high school. It's a small high school. It's only 2A. So it's a 2A high school, black area, black town. Everybody's all black, right? And he was like, you know what? At our school, I could see this happening and nobody having a problem with it. But I think it's because, like he said, it's such a small town. Everybody knows everybody. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I probably would be different with it, right? But he was adamant that he felt like at his school nobody would trip about this if this was going on. So, you know, I was receptive to that perspective.
Yeah, because I really do. Because my point of view of seeing it and how I interact with my kids is just like a father figure for them, you know. And with him, I feel like he probably fulfilling a lot of things that some of these girls probably don't have, you know. We had to look at reality. They probably don't have their black father. So I feel like him doing this with them could help them heal some like daddy issues. You know, like, oh, I get to like experience like what it is like to maybe help my dad take his hair down, and vice versa. Like, cause like with me, I have like younger kids. Like I said, I work with second graders, and sometimes I do give them more hugs. I'm like, I don't know if their parents are hugging them, you know, or if they have their father in their life. So like I try to like look at it as that. And that's my whole insight with him. Like that's my outlook. Like I could see it being wrong and I could see like it not being a thing to post because it's gonna have this, you know, this interaction, this debate. But then I also feel like this is great because like people need to see this. Like it is great relationships with black male teachers and their students, and it's not something you need to fear. Like, because that's my thing, like working with kids. I feel like I fear a lot more innocent things than like the women teachers do. Because I'm like, oh, I can't do this because like it might seem like I'm trying to take advantage of them. I'm a predator. Like, but some of the kids, like they could sit on the women teachers' laps without an issue, and then like one time they sit on the man lap, it's like, oh, you got to get up, and I had to like be on defense. Like, no, you can't do that. You can't sit on my lap because I don't know. We can't do that. And I hate that because some of the kids it's just so innocent to them. Like they look at me as their dad or like somebody else, you know, like, and they be like, why can't I just sit on your lap and watch this movie with you? You know, I'm like, you can't. I'm sorry.
Because that's inappropriate. That's why.
In some ways, you know, but in other ways, it's not.
It really just is inappropriate. That's all. Not like it's a bad
Lionel
thing.
said it really just is.
Like it's not like a bad thing or anything crazy. It's just like, this is not fitting for the moment.
Yeah, and I think you had said like wrong, and maybe that's how like Roy have wasted before. So I would just say it just all comes down to like kids do have to learn like boundaries and personal space and like, you know, no.
Yeah.
And
unfortunately, as much as you might want to be a friend, to Naomi's point, there has to be that boundary between teacher, student. Like, yes, I'm cool with y'all. You can talk to me, but yeah, it's gonna be certain stuff that we're not gonna do, right? Like it's certain shit we're not gonna do. Like, I think everybody would feel like it was inappropriate if it was a teacher out here who was dancing on her off periods. And when I say dancing with the students, she's like, you know, dancing with the students. We'll be like, whoa, like. And they're like, oh, I'm just dancing. And it's like, nah, you shouldn't be putting your grown, 28-year-old ass up against these young boys' pelvis. No, that shouldn't be happening.
But they don't have anyone to dance with at home.
No, that's that. Like, don't pay me at that person. Like, that's definitely crossing the line. Like, that totally crosses the line. And you know damn well.
Wait, hold on, but it's just dancing, Torian.
No, because that gets sexual. Like
Naomi just said, taking your hair down.
No, and I was literally thinking about like the first time I had took like this guy's hair down that I was like intimate with. Like one of my lovers, like the first time I took his hair down, that's literally what I was just thinking about.
Bro, so, I've told y'all. I've told y'all the story on this show before. When I came home from college and I walk in and my girl is in this whole sitting on the couch and the niggas, she's braiding this nigga. I'm like, whoa, what the fuck is going on in here?
No, see, that's some bull. Like, no.
You say y'all might as well just been fucking.
No, like they could have just
Fucking right
finished.
now.
They could
Like,
have
what's up?
finished easily. They could have took a break between braids. Could have literally just
Yeah,
finished.
what
You
is
can start
happening?
between the legs now.
Yeah, I came in so you just sucking dick now. Okay.
No,
fuck is
at,
going on out
least,
here?
at least that nigga eating pussy and shit. You know, it's a quick little,
Nah, it was
it's just
just
a quick little turn back.
yeah, man. It's something. Look, it's something. I'm from that old school where it is something to be like, you know, yeah, that's a different thing. You taking this, and again, man, I don't listen, Torian. Let me ask you a question, Torian. Why ain't no little boys around there helping?
Because y'all gonna call him gay. What do you mean?
Or they don't know how to do hair like that.
What do you
What
even mean?
hold on. What if they are gay? Hold on. What if they are gay?
Then y'all go call this man gay because he got some gay nigga in his head.
I don't
I
think
probably
It's an
would.
all-girls
I wouldn't
school.
call
We
him
will
gay with a
probably
little
still
bit.
just
What
be
if this
talking
is just
about-
all girls in this bitch? Like, because it's giving private school to me, like, potentially.
Now he had a
Okay.
but it's,
Okay.
I'm like, I don't know.
No.
But
Well,
you
I
just
did
know,
go to his
like, I
IG.
just also know.
Now, here's my thing. As far as what
Let's
I'm
go, Mo.
here in this video, and I understand both perspectives. Like, yes, we're also in a climate where it's just like, yeah, no, you know what I'm saying? Just don't cross any additional boundaries that you don't need to be crossing. Like, I can understand from a parent's perspective, you know what I'm saying? Even though I'm not a parent myself, like, definitely I'm trying to envision myself as a student doing shit like this with my teacher. But at the end of the day, too, I think as far as this situation goes, I think there's a difference between if it's just like, oh, I'm selecting one person in the class to do this. Like, he has all the students up helping out. So I don't know. I think it's like singling one out is gonna be a little bit more like the fuck, you know what I'm saying? But again,
Well, hold on, Mo. Can I
this
single one
shouldn't
out
have
for
been
you,
put on-
Mo?
This shouldn't have been put on the internet if that's the case. Like, just leave that shit.
That's the
In the
problem.
class,
He
no.
posted it. And look,
Yeah, I know.
that little girl right there, that little girl to the right of him with the glasses on, she's the only one in every single shot.
Not you paid attention.
okay, because
Oh,
she
This
yeah.
nigga turned into a
this
dad.
is what she
detective.
loves doing. Like, she
Detective
loves
dad.
doing hair.
And maybe she do
That's
hair.
the what?
You know, these kids be
What?
doing hair.
She
young.
do
No, but
hair.
she facts
They
the
be
one who
teenagers.
got a crush on him. Then
They be teenagers.
No,
doing
there
full-
you go.
full braids.
Naomi's
she's
speaking
the one
real.
with the crush on him. I'm like,
She's
I'm
the
like,
one with the crush.
statistically
Or she the
speaking,
one who just look at him as a dad.
No.
maybe
But you always
that
looking at that
too.
too.
Crush.
But like once you're like, if a child is like fully, you know, that's when you do gotta kind of set boundaries because he's not her dad. So like, if a child is connected to you in that way, like, you know.
And then I mean, also it's a lot of time spent at school. So I don't know. I feel like I can also see where it's like, yeah, you might, and it's not to say that that's like a weird thing. You spend time around people, you get to know them, you're around them all the time. Like, you're gonna eventually build bonds with people. Like, we all have our like teachers that we felt like, damn, like, even though maybe I didn't spend all my entire day with you, like, and then I'm thinking of also where it was times where I'm with one teacher all day, like, you know, so it's like there's a lot of time spent at school. So that's not excusing the fact that there's still like boundaries that need to be set, because I definitely agree. But it's just like, you know, I can understand where it's like, oh, like that's a bond for real, because like this is my teacher, and like I come in on days where I'm pissed the fuck off, or I'm going through something with my family, and there's those teachers that are like there for you, like, damn, like, you know, well, are you good? Like, they look out for you maybe a little bit more because they're like, I see the differences in what's going on or whatever. There are definitely those teachers out there like that too. So I can't necessarily say that I don't see where, you know, there might be a little bit more of just a bond, and, you know, an innocent type of bond where it's just like, we're just around each other time. You care about things going on. Like, you talk about your life and shit going on, because how many teachers come and tell us their life? Like, oh, I'm getting married, and the progression of their story and things going on. Like, how many teachers are you still like maybe even connected with after high school is gone, you know, gone and done and shit like that? Like, so I can understand the bond too, but I definitely agree when it comes to boundaries. You know what I'm saying? If you're cool with what's going on and their parents are okay with certain things, that's a relationship that you have with them and things like that. But it doesn't necessarily need to be on the internet. I don't
No, and this is probably the most parents have ever even known about like what even goes on at school. Cause I'm like, my mom had no idea of the bullshit I was getting into at school. Like she still has no clue of like what school really is. Cause this is really just taking me back. Cause like my main thing is like these kids is not learning shit. Like they chilling, they taking out niggas here and shit. Like it's giving like worse than what school already was, like as far as how much you can like bullshit time in there. Like one person does the worksheet, you just everybody pass around that bitch, and like then boom, you're chilling in class. The rest of the time, like, hey guys, what's up?
Hey,
you know, that was cool too. Like that's why I always thought school is just a place to like chill for real. Like you get to see your friends and shit. That's cool.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm like, too bad you can't learn up in that bitch.
I don't want to go in on a young brother too hard, pause, because it seems like when I went through his IG, to be fair to him, he has a lot of videos where he's doing a lot of stuff with the kids. When he's with, he's with the boys, they're throwing darts. He has to be fair to him. I just thought this video, in my opinion, as a father of girls, I thought this probably was a little bit too far, right? I think he has good intentions. I think he wants, at least from what he's displaying, he wants, like Torian is saying, to be a someone that these kids can relate to, can talk to, can be there, and it seems like he's very dedicated to the job. So I don't want to shit on him, but I just thought that like, this ain't it though, right? This ain't it. I didn't think that was it.
I mean, I see the problems, but I just don't think the problem is that big to be so upset about. And I get that it might change once I actually become a parent. Maybe that whole view might change, but like me as like somebody who works with kids and just know like the difficulties is being like a male teacher, because like even just thinking back, I don't know how I didn't have any male teachers like until I was like in like 7th grade, 8th grade. That was the first time I ever had like a black male teacher. So like I just don't want to like tear him down and try to discourage him from building relationships with kids, because like
I'm with you.
These kids be telling me some crazy stuff that they just be talking to me. Like when I go home, I don't talk to my parents at all. Like, and I'm like, what is going on? Like, no, that's not right. Like, if you want to talk to me about anything, like, come talk to me, And so I just understand the point of view, like him just doing that and giving the girls something, like they probably do hair, so it was probably something to him, like, oh, like some practice.
Yeah, he could have brought. Yeah, but next time, my nigga, bring some mannequins in. They can do them. They can do their hair. God damn it.
But I get it. Like this is the one battle that he shouldn't like cross.
Yeah, it's a lot.
So,
Just speaking of that line is too expensive to blur.
Facts.
That's a risky line to try to blur.
Yes.
Like there may be some good people that are just having good intentions and just are great at what they do. But then there's people that like have bad intentions and like,
and I know.
And so like you have to like be stern, like and be strict across the board. That's just like the energy of being a parent. Period. Like in the moment you take a second to say, okay, maybe I can be lenient this time or like in this way, then like boom, you're gonna get bit in your ass. You're gonna have to live with that potentially for a lifetime as a parent. So like, no, your job is to make sure that this person gets home safe in time, because it's so risky already sending your kids to school. Like that's a crazy fucking thing that you have to get used to. Like, oh shit, like okay, they're still gone. Like 4 hours later, they're still gone. And you just don't know 100% that they're okay, that they're comfortable, that they're fine and happy. So the last thing you want is them having the perception that like it's okay to be this close to somebody, and then the whole time the other person has ill intention.
Yeah. Right.
So it'll
it's
just
called
like
the word you're looking for, Lionel, is grooming at that point, right?
Right. It really is. It is.
You did?
The whole time, like the kid is just like obviously the frontal cortex, the frontal lobe, like hasn't developed yet. So like the kid is just like not great at assessing risks. Like mine just developed. Like mine just starting to develop. Like I'm barely able to assess some risk at this point.
Yeah.
So they're just like, oh yeah, this is a cool teacher. Like they're totally not considering anything beyond that. So So somebody
and that is the other side to consider for sure. Like that's the parental mind that is, definitely coming. to play. That's where I, like I said, I can definitely respect that too. That it's like, well, at the end of the day, how the parents feel, I feel like definitely overshadows that. And I feel like a lot of parents felt the same way. And that's why there is the backlash about the video.
But I
he
just
got to
like you should
relax.
be respected though. Like I wouldn't backlash if I think that is great that they like that's a sign of comfortability. Like that's a sign that they are comfortable.
Yeah.
So I still feel like he should be praised for sure in the community. But that's
Well,
a
let me
good
go.
conversation to have because me wanting your kid to be comfortable doing no shit like that with nobody. Like just like this isn't your family. This is just another grown man. Like don't be comfortable for real. No.
Yeah.
I want to change gears a little bit. Well, not a little bit, a lot of bit. To one of our friends, to our friend of the show, former guest of the show. We got to have him back on. I've been trying to get him back on. We just can't get the timing right. Dr. Umar Johnson. He got distracted recently, y'all, and he does this from time to time. But he got distracted at the airport, and y'all know the saying, brothers, we must stay focused. Let's go.
The reason why so many of our young people are on the streets stealing, killing, and shooting, they don't have no purpose.
I'm dead.
It's insane here at the Miami International Airport. It's absolutely insane here.
Shout out to Dr. Umar. He got totally thrown off. Whatever the hell he was going to tell y'all, that nigga got thrown off his square. One more time, Umar. I've never seen a nigga thrown so far off his square. Let's go.
The reason why so many of our young people are on the streets stealing, killing, and shooting, they don't have no purpose.
The smile is crazy.
Oh, look at
right
that.
In Miami International Airport. Like,
no, I'm like for real. I'm gonna have to check it out. See what the fuck you popping up in there.
Oh man, my brother got fully distracted. Oh, that sister walked by and look at the look at his eyes though. Look where his eyes start and look where they go. Look where his eyes start. Let's watch. Look where they start. Watch they're gonna go down. Watch this. Watch they keep going down. There you go. Look at that thing. There you go. That thing got right there in front of him. Let's look at that. There you go, Umar. I see you. Oh, shout out to we must stay focused though, brothers. We must stay focused. Shout out to Dr. Umar, man. He got caught slipping. Some work walked past him.
No, for real. But at least he ain't in the live. Some niggas would have just cut it right there. He got back to business. He just had
right.
to
He said, "I did stay focused, brothers." Okay.
No, like he did check himself. He came back in. Yeah, some niggas would have been like, hold on, y'all.
He was like,
"I'll be right back."
That's it. That's it for the day. All right, nigga. That's it. Good luck. Shit. All right, yeah. So shout out to Dr. Umar, man. He got a little bit distracted. We got to go revisit this though. Because I'm still not, I don't know if this is a troll still, if this is real. Has anybody, like, what is happening right now? And listen, I don't care one way or the other, right? Because I don't think that she's something that he can't obtain or attain. You know what I'm saying? Because he got some clout and a little bit of paper. But can we get does anybody have the information on Druski and Rubi?
I think we've accepted that this shit is like.
Cause look, watch this. Look. Yeah. Why, hold on. Yeah. That's doing a lot. Okay, nigga. Yeah, you
no, like
that.
Y'all are really doing this. Okay.
Yeah, this
y'all
nigga
are
here.
really
All
doing
right, nigga.
Okay.
All right, nigga. So yeah.
No, and what was the caption on this? What was the caption on it? Because it was something like it was my fucking baby. It was like some shit like that, like some shit.
Damn, I don't even put it up. Hold on, y'all. I thought I had it. My bad. Well, let me go back. Let me get my shit back up. My bookmarks. Hold on. You made me
like don't
up,
show
man.
us no shit. Bro.
Hold on. I got a lot of shit in here. That's Umar. There you go. My fucking baby. There you go.
Okay, I knew that's what she said. Okay.
My fucking
like, okay, girl. I guess. Whatever makes you happy.
You said, hey.
I'm like,
okay.
that's the vibe for the summer. Niggas usually going to the summer single. Niggas trying to get cuffed up this summer. They trying to be cuffed already extra early for winter and fall.
Yeah, that's that. The way he was kissed, that's that we finna do some nasty shit kiss.
So like, and been doing nasty shit. They already been doing
they definitely been doing nasty shit. They ain't doing, that's that Yeah, that's
everybody
that,
just been mad because
yeah.
he's a big boy. So it's been like, why are you dating him? Like, cause
I don't know why. Because Rick Ross been fucking good looking chicks for a long time.
Right.
Anybody tripping on that?
It was just like
now, and I'm like, Druski looked like a whole lot better than Rick Ross too. So,
well, shout out to the biggest boss. I'm not comparing, but shout out to the boss.
And Druski,
you dig? But shout out to Druski out here, man. You know, Rubi Rose out here.
Like,
you know,
okay,
people.
He pulled one. He was like,
now,
"Be careful." I'm like, "Be careful with her, though." I'm like, according to
a lot of people were saying,
according to her raps, I would want you to be careful, Druski. She said, "Nigga, dummy again." He think I won't play him again. If I did it once, I'm gonna do it again. It ain't easy to leave
Druski out here.
Actually, Druski
you out here in the mix
go
now,
Druski.
Ain't no take back.
Oh my God, Druski.
Tell Druski ain't no take backs. That's it. Okay, before we get out of here, I gotta show you the horniest nigga of the week.
Oh.
This is a Mo dedicated episode. I mean, segment right here. This is clearly the horniest nigga of the week. Let me see, can I pull it up? Hold on. Let me show this first. Then I'm gonna go back and pull this up. This nigga right here. Did y'all see this image on the internet this week? If so, then you saw the horniest nigga on the internet all week. This nigga right here. Did y'all see this nigga? Nobody saw him?
No.
No?
No, we don't be on the
Y'all
horny.
not familiar
We're
with his
on
game?
the right side of the internet.
Right. We don't be on the horny side. Right.
First of all,
Like,
hilarious. I was minding my own business, number one.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what
I was minding my own business.
Say.
I was minding my own business, first and foremost. But yeah, let me show this though, because here's where he got famous at. Hold on, here's where he got famous. Oh, this is it. Hold on, let me see. Is this the video? Yeah, this the video. Okay, I can't play the audio for y'all. I'm sorry. I'll play a little bit here and there. But this is the video. This young lady here, I don't know her name on Twitter or IG or whatever, but she was throwing that thing back. Y'all play it bigger than this? There we go. Okay, there we go. She's throwing that little thing back. Well, a lot of that thing back. And my boy gets smitten in the background. There she go. That thing. There go my boy back there. Y'all see him back there. Now he doesn't see what's going on at this point. There you go. That's when he sees it right there. From there, he loses his damn mind, Mo. Look at him. Okay, he gonna try to get your drink. Get your drink. Okay, let's make sure we secure the drink. Now she just having her a good time. Shout out to her. She ain't doing nothing wrong. There you go. Lock back in, my boy. Lock back in. Let's go. Yeah. Locked in. Hold on, he ain't finished though. That ain't even. If he would have stopped there, here goes the part though for me that took me the fuck out. I ain't gonna lie. Shout out to my boy. Watch my boy right here. The way he looked to the camera.
I ain't gonna lie, that thing is moving though.
He's like, yo,
for the people in the audio.
You looking at the camera like, y'all seeing this?
Is
he said, "What the fuck, y'all not seeing what's going on?" Let's go back. I'm gonna play a little bit of the audio so y'all can get the vibes. Let's go. Yeah, that's that auntie ass. And that thing is, that moose is looking at everybody. Nah, I gotta be full transparency. The body is it's doing its thing. My boy finna lock in, my nigga. Get paid, young nigga, get paid. Yeah, my boy locked in. When he pulled up, he was like, hold the fuck on. He said, shit, y'all niggas done lost y'all mind. The fuck? Shout out to him,
but that
man.
I definitely don't like that. Like, Nigga, don't be staring at me, and definitely don't like come closer and be fucking staring at me. I don't like shit like that. Like, so he better have like said something. He better have said something when he walked over there.
She did clarify on her Twitter that he did speak. She was like, she was like, I cut the video because he did speak.
Okay.
Yeah, she said.
I'm like, if he would have just like walked over there fucking staring at me, like, nigga, no, please. Don't be fucking weird.
Okay.
So at least he did say something.
Yeah, he spoke.
Yeah, at least he said something.
But you know, now you would have probably been rude to the dude once he spoke.
Hell no.
Okay. All right.
I'm like, you know, I let niggas shoot their shot. I'm very
you'll be like, nigga, do your best.
No, like, go ahead, give me what you got. It's like, you know how like famous rappers, niggas always come and like want to spit their bars to them. It's just like, okay, give me your best fucking line. Let's see if you're gonna get signed right now. Like, show me something. Like some niggas got that shit. Some niggas do not.
So you willing to hit a 16?
Like, you're going to Hollywood.
Hilarious. Hilarious. That's funny. Oh man. But shout out to the bro, man. He was out there just trying to do his thing. He became a meme. But you know, he just saw something he liked. You know what I'm saying? It was Auntie had that thing thangin'. God damn it. All that jelly was out. You know, what am I supposed to do? I mean, can I not look? You say, hold on. So Naomi, just to go back.
They say look, don't touch.
That's what I was gonna say. So you saying just to look? Was it like how close he came? Would that be?
It was like you was already staring at me, and now like you're coming towards me. Like now you're in my area, and so like, and you would just be standing there. Yeah, that would be the point. Like, cause of course, like I'm fine as fuck. I get stared at and looked at like all the time whenever I'm out.
You and saying so like that's not a problem,
but you can't be like overly like like that fucking Samuel Jackson, that Black Snake Moan fucking stare like,
oh shit.
Please. Like, please act like you've seen a beautiful woman before. Like, have some fucking couth.
Hey, what say you, Mo? What's your rule of thumb for that situation? Do you want them to, is it staring is okay, or like nigga, like, you know, or what?
I personally don't like when people stare at me. Especially in like, because it can be a little creepy when a man is staring too long. Like, I just be like, damn, like, did you think this was supposed to be the message I was receiving from you? If you want to say something, but stop looking at me. Like, I'll be like,
trying to get that eye contact, Mo, trying to buy some eye contact.
No, it only works whenever women do it.
Oh, okay.
But no, I get a little like weirded out because I'm like, what? Like after a while, I'm like, what? What? And I know that that's sometimes what people wanting you to do. Like I'm like that's gonna encourage me to come up to you or something. Like no, like it's not. It's actually gonna make me go the other way because I'm like he keeps staring at me like come on, y'all. Yeah, let's go here, girls. Like let's get away from that one right there. Ew. No. So yeah, no, I don't know. It just because I don't know what that stare means. So I guess that's why it's kind of off-putting.
It just means I'm looking at you dance. That's all it means.
Well,
you're
dancing, I'm
looking.
You need to be worried about yourself.
That's a wild ass statement.
No, what are you looking for? So what I
understand
that a public club.
I dance for niggas to watch shit this that.
No, but it's one thing to like look at a person, but if you're staring a woman down, like you're staring at her like for minutes.
You're dancing. Don't make it seem like I'm weird. You're dancing.
You think she's dancing for you specifically?
No, I don't. I just think she's dancing, and I'm happy to look at her dance. That's what I'm thinking.
Okay, but you said look. A look and a stare is a different thing. Like if you're just staring, peeping, shawty, like if you like it that much, go and speak to her. Don't be a fucking weirdo. And if you like not finna speak to her, avert your fucking gaze.
Hold on. So in the middle, open it wide open, I'm supposed to just say, "Excuse me, ma'am." No one.
You're supposed to not be like, Oh my God, I've never seen a bitch pop pussy before. This is like damn. You
She's
ain't never been
busting
to
it
the club
wide
before?
open.
Yes, sure,
I'm
but
not stopping that.
don't come and like just stare at her ass. Don't come all the way in her fucking section. You ain't paying for shit. You ain't bought nan bottle water.
I gotta wait till the
in
song
the section. Like,
ends.
excuse me, sir. You're messing up the music. That'd be me.
Okay,
I can't hear
let's
the
play.
music with you right
Okay,
there.
I thought I was done with this. Hold on, let me play one more time because I think y'all are bugging right now. So what exactly am I supposed to do? She's vibing.
He did
the fuck
what he
out.
was supposed to do. He walked over there to speak. He didn't walk over there to like stare more. Well, he probably did that too, but at least he spoke.
Look, this thing is moving. Look, clearly it's listen, that thing got a lot of gyration to it. That's mesmerizing for some people. Me included. It's mesmerizing, god damn it. And she throwing it. So what am I supposed to do at this point now? It's young get paid, young nigga get paid. Like, I can't come up to her right now and talk. She's vibing and grooving. She dancing. Hey. That's my favorite part when he look at the camera. That look at the camera is the funniest for me.
He's like, remember this. Like, cause I was gonna come and get your ass. No, but I feel like she was a worm. She was trying to catch a fish. She was trying to catch
and
a
she
fish.
caught one. Hold on. Are you saying she's throwing him back? What is she doing? Is she throwing him back?
I don't know what she's doing. It might be her type.
There you go. Shit.
I feel like he could bag her.
She got that whole moose knuckle all the way out. You there? I'm not mad at her. The knees is knocking.
No, I feel
but,
like she's like a little older, so she definitely looking for her good man.
Oh, you heard me. I said she auntie. That's definitely, when I see all that, that's auntie ass that was shaking. Yeah, that's auntie ass. And she said that this was Cinco de Mayo because people said, she was like, y'all clowning my fit. She was like, it was Cinco de Mayo. That's why I had this top on.
No, I'm like, because the fit is definitely, that's why I said I think he could bag her. Like, because she's not even really coming full. Like, it's like she could get by on her body for sure.
All right. Yeah, no, I did go to her, her page just to see what was going on, and she did have links to her OnlyFans. Now, I did not subscribe, but I almost did, just for research purposes. But I did not. But, shout out to her. So the OnlyFans is popping. If y'all
not almost subscribe.
I thought about it. Well, you got to do research to see what she's doing on there. I don't know what she's doing. You there? But all right, we out here for the night, man. Let's let Torian get some rest. He had a rough day today. Shout out to Torian, man. He came in here and thugged it out. We appreciate it. Shout out to Lionel, as always, for coming through, making it liver than what it was. Shout out to Naomi, man. We got to make sure she get that site back up so y'all can get that gold, hopefully for the summer. And we got to give a special shout out to our Shorty Mo, our graduate. God damn it. Our graduate. You dig? You dig? Gotta make sure we support that, man. More life. You dig? Shout out to Shorty Mo, man, finna hit that stage and do the damn thing with that degree. And you say you're gonna keep going, right? Going to get that master's?
Yeah, I walk the stage later this year for bachelor's, and then master's I'll be walking by the end of next year. So
there we go. So we got to make sure we shout. Yeah. I know everybody getting ready for graduation season. So shit, make sure I don't forget. God damn it. Shout out, man. And yeah, man, that's it for tonight. We're gonna be back next week, man. Shout out to everybody, man, that joined us. I forgot to tell everybody at the beginning of the show, live streams have been doing great. Thank all of y'all, man, that's been joining, that's been sharing the channel. Live streams over the last month and a half have taken off. So thank y'all, man, for showing some growth. Keep doing it. You know what I'm saying? Keep it going. Let's keep the momentum going. If y'all want to see a certain topic, if y'all want to hear a certain topic, hit us up, man. You can hit us up in the comment section. Hit us up on the email, nostringspod@gmail.com. nostringspod@gmail.com. If you want to drop a topic for us, or if you want us to reiterate, go over something else. We had so many shows. Get in that archive section. Hit us up if you want to listen to the audio version as well. We do appreciate all y'all, and I gotta do it. I gotta leave y'all with the whole reason we was here tonight, and that's goddamn some K-Dot. Let's go.
The cold foul. You pretending. What is the owl? Bird niggas and bird bitches. Go. The audience not dumb. Shape the stories how you want. Hey Drake, they're not slow.
Hey.
Rabbit hole is still deep. I can go further, I promise. Ain't there some B-rest that's for bitching? You Malibu most wanted. Ain't no love boy, you Paul boy. Fish Gatorade or something.
Yeah.
Since 2009, I had this bitch jumping. You niggas will get a wedgie. You flipped over your boxes or over your foe.